Horse was doing them. They had a comic, and it was what happened after the Death Star blew up. And basically, Darth Vader's ship gets blown, across the galaxy. They show like spinning out of control, and it crash lands on this fucking planet.
Or they can have that robot chicken thing where he's like, "Oh, you've been floating around in space for like 3 weeks. Ugh, you must smell like an old armpit, like
like a burnt shoe." But, yeah, dude. He gets back there and he lands on this planet. It looks like the Serengeti. It looks like he's in Africa, and there's all these weird creatures and shit. He's just him fucking shit up, and he actually has a moment of clarity where he's like realizing like maybe what I'm doing is fucked up.
Like just genociding another planet.
These people help him out. Like eventually somebody like helps him out, but then eventually he comes to his senses and goes back to the dark side. Yeah, he like murders everybody again.
Sounds about right.
Well, you guys don't hang out with the Tusken Raiders, do you? Oh, fuck you! Like, kill my mom. I don't know. I'm excited for Last Jedi.
Oh, me too. For sure.
I mean, I can go a little bit into my predictions with it. It is, just so we're clear on this, it is Wednesday, December 13th.
When's it actually come out?
Yeah.
Next week, the 21st?
No, it comes out the 5th. 15th, I mean.
Okay.
It comes out Friday. Okay. 2 days.
I'm thinking it was last week for some reason.
So, yeah, that would be my prediction for Star Wars is I really think that Rey's going to go to the dark side, and I think that the big twist on it though is going to be that something happens that pushes Kylo over the edge, and he returns to the light side and helps Luke. That's
kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's going to be Rey's going to kind of falter to the dark side, Kylo's going to falter to the light side, and then by the end.
Here's what I think she's going to do, too, and I think it's her hatred of Kylo is going to be, and for what he did to Han, is going to be used against him. Or she's going to use that against him, yeah. Like
her driving force.
Yeah, to actually be, like, twisted to the dark side. And I think that they do the whole, like, their brother and sister. That's too obvious of a play.
I'm really hoping they don't do that.
And it's lazy writing. And if they do,
like the whole Luke and Leia. Oh, okay, they're brother and sister. I'm kind of I'm wondering if they're going to explain. I forget if I got that one. I didn't.
I think she's going to betray Luke. I don't necessarily think he might die. I think they're going to keep him around for another movie.
I think if anything, Luke's going to probably die in 9.
He'll either die or I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really sure. I had a whole bunch of theories. Had so many that I actually forgot them.
I know one popular theory I read about was that Rey was part of the reason why that Jedi Temple got destroyed in the first place, and for whatever reason she just doesn't remember it. Or something, or I don't know, but then that kind of contradicts the whole, Kylo's a real...
Well, can I tell you, I feel like Kylo is more of a real character than Rey is. Like, for all his faults as a bad guy, Kylo actually has a likable personality to him, and you understand why he is and how he is, even if you don't agree with it. The thing I can't stand, one, that they made Daisy Ridley a Mary Sue.
Yeah.
Okay? She's just perfect at everything. And that's annoying because it's lazy writing and it doesn't flesh the character out and it makes you not give a shit. The other thing that I can't stand is Daisy Ridley herself in every scene. Every scene she has her mouth open. I'm not kidding, dude. Watch Star Wars Force Awakens. Tell me I'm wrong. You'll find some scenes where she closes her mouth but then it opens right back up. And there's no words coming out. She's just...
mouth breathing. Because a lot, you got to remember at the end of Return of the Jedi, he came back to the light. That's why he was a Force ghost then at the end.
Well, there's another rumor going around too that he's going to be half Vader, half Hayden Christensen, half Anakin. So it's going to be like... Sorry, we put the Star Wars talk on pause real quick. Point out that this is the entrance after you've killed everybody. You come down here. they all fade out and then sink into the ground, and then the entrance to Torian opens up.
And I was like saving it for last because then you get all 4 at once.
Oh yeah.
Normally, I mean, the thing is you come back every time you beat a boss and one of the jewels disappears.
Took the twinkle out of Ridley's eye.
Or Fantoon's one big mongrel mouth jaw eye.
Dude, that's the other thing. Did you know that they added Fantoon in Other M?
Yeah, right. He's like the very final boss.
If you go back through, I think he's on the second playthrough or something.
Oh, is it? I do remember fighting him though, and I thought that boss battle was actually really cool.
Yeah.
And Nightmare's in it too from Fusion.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But I'm okay with it though. I'll let it slide just because it was such a cool boss fight.
Holy shit, we're jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was probably good that we recenter and talk about Metroid because we pretty much jumped back on Metroid. Also, I'd just like to point out, if you save at that save point...
No, that you're good here. The one that's right before you go fight Mother Brain.
Yeah, the game's over. You're fucked.
You can't. Yeah, you can't go back.
Yeah, you can't 100 at the game at all.
And I used to think for like the longest time that there was just something that I was doing that like would unlock, or something that you could do to like get the door unlocked and stuff. But then I read online a lot of people had the same complaint. They're like, "Well, I'm stuck now. What the hell?" So I remember I did that my first time through when I played it as a kid.
How close to 100 are you? Do you have everything?
I'm at least in the 90s.
So yeah, I watch a lot of Red Letter Media, and they posted their nerd crew.
The spoilers.
I didn't watch it. As soon as he said it, and he was like,
"No, there's not real spoilers."
That's what I figured, but I wasn't chancing it. Did you watch it already?
Yeah, I watched it. It's just them being funny.
I heard Kylo Ren's got it. Yeah, you're like, yeah. Yeah, I figured it.
They have fake spoilers and stuff like that. Yeah.
The whole time I was sitting there like just watching it. Open up.
Oh no, I'm getting eaten alive by this big Metroid. I remember when the first time this happened as a kid, I was so pissed. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? This is such bullshit.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. Yep.
I was so mad.
I will be honest with you though, dude. I really wish Finn would have been a Jedi instead of Daisy Ridley, and it has nothing to do with it being a woman. It's just Daisy Ridley is not. I don't think she's a good actor.
Actress.
Whatever. I just think it's weird how everybody wants to be in Star Wars now. Like before, Star Wars used to be something that only nerds were into and was frowned upon. And now it's like everyone's into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember as a kid growing up, oh, you like Star Trek and Star Wars? Oh, God, get away from me. Oh, guess I'm not getting laid. That's a true story.
True story.
You save your super missiles for
just to get it
what happens next.
I think it's safe to assume that if you're watching this video, you probably already know what's going to happen. But
I didn't as a kid, man. I tell you what, it was crazy.
There's so many twists in this game that like really pissed me off.
I beat it.
Because I remember like running over here and I'm like, all right, I know
now what do I
escape.
do? What do I do?
And then this
wait, what? She turned into a T-Rex. What the fuck?
Some of the best music.
Light her up. Yep.
I did like in Other M how they had that animated scene where you, at the beginning of the game, where it's this battle.
Yep. I added that in the first video of Metroid, Metroid. I think we might have talked about it then too.
Yeah, but that was pretty cool. And then how you fight the Queen Metroid.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. And you gotta like roll into its stomach.
You want to know something? I never beat Samus Returns, and I didn't know when playing Other M that you had to actually roll into a ball and let her eat you.
Oh, really?
So I just got stuck at it. I was like, I could never beat it. And I had no idea, and I was like, finally, just like, fuck it, I give up. So I've never beat Other M. However, I did beat it in the end ones.
It's worth beating. Beating? Yeah, that's the other thing I didn't really... Other than the baby, is that whole baby Ridley thing.
Wait, what?
That little, like, that cute little thing during the game. Remember the cute little thing running around, and it turns out it's just a baby Ridley?
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, little white thing.
Yeah.
with the red eyes.
Yeah, and then it it reminded me a lot of that scene from Monty Python with the bunny.
Gremlin.
Yeah, but it's like all cute and adorable.
Yeah, it's like a mogwai, and then she accidentally spills water on it and turns into Ridley.
Turns into a space pirate commander. Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, this part, when I was a kid, I was like going into cold sweats, freaking out, like, oh my god, what the fuck do I do?
Get up!
Yeah. I'm like, dude, what is going on? My controller's not working, what the fuck?
Remember, I jumped.
And it's like, then there's like, Snake, did you try plugging your controller port into port 2?
It's like, thanks, Colonel.
Other game. Now, but this point, when the Metroid came out, I audibly shouted, yeah! My mom was like, what are you doing? And I'm like sitting here thinking, like, I'm getting this. My mom must have looked at me and be like, why the fuck is he so excited over this stupid ass game with its fucking simple graphics? It's all 2D, and I'm like, it's like I'm watching a movie. You know what I mean? But dude, honestly, I think this game is.
You get that emotional attachment to the characters.
It's spectacularly, like, it's beautiful, dude. Everything about this game is beautiful. And then you have the music right here. Dun 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 dun. See, Everworld music, isn't it? Dun, 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 dun.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, this part really upset me.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was like, oh, you fucking bitch. There's no way to ever save the baby.
I do think it's funny how, like, in the Metroid, and it's not even just exclusive to Metroid, but, you know, A, the more damage it takes, the darker it gets, and then B, when you kill it, it just explodes.
Well,
just spontaneously explodes. That's like a Metroid
I want to
thing.
point something out here that something just dawned on me. They contradict themselves in this game.
How so?
Because that Metroid is like fucking like 400 times all the other Metroids. Yet, clearly, in the other Metroids, the Metroids evolve. They go through an evolving stage.
Yeah.
So
like, why is that Metroid so gigantic?
Yeah, and it did not evolve. Yeah, it didn't evolve into an Alpha or an Omega or a Metroid Queen.
I mean, for all we know, maybe that's. I'm sure they retconned it somehow. One cool thing here is all your beams are gone, and now it's just
hyper. Yep. And then there's a way when you're doing the other one, you can actually get one beam outside of the box or something, right?
Yeah, the VAR beam. It's like I think it was left over from some kind of like debug thing. I'm not entirely sure, but there is a way. There's actually a glitch that involves using that, which might be pretty cool to check out.
I thought this was cool at the end where you just busted all the doors
open.
open.
Through the walls, yeah.
I do remember this is the only place that you really experience a lot of slowdown because of all the explosions on the screen.
Yep. Here's a neat little thing that I found. If you run all the way to the end,
space jump straight up. Oh yeah. The space jump, not space, the speed jump.
Speed boost, yeah. Shine spark. That's called speed boost. Oops. We're talking about Star Wars in this one, but that other one, we were really off topic the whole time.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was not a good video. Like, I don't even think like any of us really felt like doing it that night either. Which is the problem I ran into with Castlevania when Alex and I recorded back in the beginning of November. And mainly it's because I was working so fucking much. I mean, I'm a single dad, come home, I work freaking, 9 to 11 hour day, and then I get to pick my kid up, and then I have to be a dad, and then I'll have to sit down and try and edit videos and shit. It's just too much, man. Like, they're at the end, they were working 5 days a week, so I'm working fucking, 50 plus hours a week, on top of that being a dad, and on top of that trying to do this, and find some peace for myself. I just couldn't do it. So that's mainly why most of November we were silent. I'm looking to find another job, hopefully, because I'm on seasonal leave right now. Oh yeah, that's right, I go in here. Save them babies.
Save the babies. Can't save the Metroid baby, you can save these babies.
But yeah, so I'm looking for another job, so when the spring rolls around I can have something better going on. You actually have to wait for them to leave, don't you?
I think so. This guy, he's just like,
hey,
yeah. He's just like looking around like, yeah, lava's coming, I think we'll get out of here.
For other videos. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, you completed it.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see what my item completion is, because I
did that in an hour and a half, and you dipped around trying to get all the fucking items.
Yeah, I might have missed a couple, because there's a couple that I'm not sure if I got. So if I'm not at 100, I'm probably pretty close.
That always reminds me of ActRaiser. Where the clouds come in like that.
It's a good game.
I didn't even play too much of it, but I wanted to.
I haven't beaten it, yeah, like you said. I think we talked about this last time. If you save the animals, after this whole thing, when you're flying away, you can see the the bottom right corner. You can see it fly away.
They zip out from the planet. And you'll see them right here.
Yeah.
They zip off to the right.
Yep, there it goes. Which really, that's the only payoff that you get for saving them.
Yep.
But it's just like a neat little Easter egg kind of thing.
2 hours, 19 minutes. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So that's Super Metroid. And it is an awesome game. And it's probably, by far, it's in my top 5 all-time games.
It probably is my favorite game of all time.
Mine, it's most of the top 5 favorite games of mine are on
Super Nintendo, yeah, same here.
Link of the Past, Mario World, this, Star Fox. Oh, no, I'd have to say...
Star Fox is probably my top 10. I wouldn't say top 5.
I'd put it in my top 10, yeah. Top 20. There's some good games.
I think it's, in Super Metroid, it's under 3 hours you get the full suit off.
Yeah. She's standing there, and was she wearing a bikini?
Yeah, it's like a black bikini. I think it's Kim Basinger or something like that, her likeness in this game is based off of.
Huh.
Maybe it's not her. Who was it? Maybe.
Sharon Stone?
No. It's some like 80s, hot woman, actress. I forget what her name is, but like they actually said that that's who she's based off of. And if you look at a picture, if you Google it and look at the picture, you can see like, oh wow, yeah, that does really does look like her.
Vanna White.
I remember. I think it was Joyride Studios. They made those action figures of Nintendo characters back in like the early 2000s.
Well, I have those NECA ones out there.
Like this is, I forget.
The actual Nintendo licensed characters.
Yeah. Oh. So they made this. I'm sure we'll have a picture. They had this Samus where it came with a swappable head, and the other one, it was her helmet, and then the other one was like her helmet off with her hair and everything. She looks identical. Like I swear that they based the sculpt off of the woman who plays Donna from that '70s show.
Huh.
It is so it's spot on.
Well, these are the ones that cost like $130 or something.
Like nowadays they do, but back then I remember I got mine at a Babbage's.
Oh, did they come like with a cardboard?
Yeah, and like it had like a Velcro thing that opened up and like talked about the history of the series and stuff.
Ah, you have to show me.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see. I think last time he did it, we actually only got the helmet off because we fucked around. Because we left the game paused for so long.
I think that was it.
Nice. Yeah, what's up, girl?
What's up, girl?
She changed back into that armor quick.
Isn't that right?
I wish there was a password screen where you could type in Justin Bailey and play as her the whole time.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
Wonder if they ever 97%. Damn, yeah, you missed like probably 1 or 2 items.
Well, 3, because it's based on 100% is 100 items.
See you next mission in 6 years, 7 years. So, all right, well, thanks for watching, and if you like what we did here, go ahead and push subscribe and like and share and throw that shit all over the internet like a goddamn virus.
Smash that like button.
All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. Gals, too. We want women watching our stuff. Looking at the analytics, and it's only 10%. I want to get that up to at least 30.
Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up.
Yeah.